Oh my gosh. We're live! We're back. Welcome to our Starfinder series, The Vast. It's us. We're here. This is a Prelude session. What does that mean? It means it's a very narrative-driven session that we have, but we're introducing some little things to spice it up a little bit, where I'll get into it in a little bit, but as I was going to say as always, but that's not true. We've got a new face joining us, so why don't we start there? Well, hold on, we can't talk about who we're playing yet. We'll just say hello. It's Grayson.
Hi.
Although, spoiler alert, the name is on stream. And hey,
it's not. Don't look at it.
We've also got Beth. Always, always surprised.
I am always surprised. That's me.
And Ben.
That's me. Hi, I am Ben.
Bum-ba-da-da. And I'm here too. Hello. I've got a new camera lens.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Balloons.
Balloons.
Sploons.
Oh, thanks, Kai. So Kai, for those listening, said everyone just is incredible looking tonight. Wow. Yeah, so the way this session works, it's a... Beth, why? Laughing.
I'm laughing at the duality of Grayson shaking her head no, Ben nodding yes, and then I was thinking back to earlier when you said you rubbed the screen because you thought I had dirt.
I did. I did. I fully did. I rubbed the stream computer.
Confident
What's on my
now,
screen?
Of course.
Fully did that. The way this is a prelude, so again, narrative driven, but the way this will work is when our lovely characters that will get introduced to, when they act, when they're trying to make a decision during this session, they'll have to balance out a positive outcome and a consequence or a side effect or something that complicates the situation. It doesn't have to be on yourselves, of course. It doesn't have to be like, I lose my arm. I'm an artificer and I've got a robot dog and I lose my arm.
Fucking watch me.
Oh boy.
Now is the time. We're losing the arm. But it just has to be something that complicates things. It could be something negative against your character, but it does have to be something that complicates the scene or the situation, adds to it. If we can't think of something, I'll think of something. I can't think of something, we'll roll on past it. But everyone has one plot point, and what that means is that is basically our guaranteed success of something. And you can earn more plot points, maybe if people in chat call it out, but just very in-character things, very like things that are serving your character or the narrative or anything like that can earn you additional plot points. And again, for those chilling out in chat, you can yell at me for serving character. Yeah.
Keep talking, Mr. Podcast Man. Don't read the chat.
Why?
Some guy.
Listen, I'm about to get into a zone where chat is just gonna get glossed over. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm about to get in DM mode, baby. That's where my brain is going. Just rearranging my windows. Don't mind me. But yeah, I think, hey, it's getting to that time, hey, where we are kicking off a new prelude for Arc 3 of our Starfinder series, The Vast. We find ourselves in the Pact Worlds solar system. Not too far away from Absalom Station, which is the civilization's hub within the system, there lies a green, jungle-covered planet, rich with as much adventure as it holds danger. A small starship hovers quietly outside of the gravity well of the planet known as Castrovel. All external lighting has been powered off. The ship, this is a ship that does not want to be noticed. Our view passes inside as we see a group of figures sitting around a hollow table in the operations area of a bridge. These are the Vulpine Pirates. Up-and-coming pirates who've already gained a name for themselves with the various heists of precious artifacts and relics that they've pulled off. A small hollow device lays in the center of the table as those gather around, look at each other in a moment of silence before activating the device. Grayson, would you like to introduce your character who's kind of sitting at the head of this table?
Sure. We see a man with a kind of muscular, slender build. He has flowy, chin-length red hair and a sharp jawline and dark brown eyes. He's a human man, and he has really angular features. He's wearing kind of like a black spacesuit as his base, and kind of tucked at his side is a helmet that also is black in color but has the shape of a fox head that has like a slight orange glow light to it as well. The jacket that he's wearing is cropped and looks pretty tactical, and on one of the arms there's a Jolly Roger on it that also has kind of that fox motif. So it's like a fox skull with a skull and crossbones. Yeah, that's this man sitting at the head of the table kind of always has a perpetual smirk on his face.
Hell yeah. With the perpetual smirk, did we say the name?
Oh, I didn't give a name. This is Captain Renard.
Captain Renard sits at the head of this hollow table in operations. What you're looking at is a hollow device that you had to kind of put in some work to get. As you're kind of smirking, thinking about the effort you've gone through to get your hands on this, Ben, would you like to introduce your character who's also sitting at this table?
Oh, yes. Hello. I am a kind of an android, black and gold sort of exoskeleton. He probably looks a bit out of place. He's like well dressed, has on a nice little suit. Clashes with his metal chassis really well. Currently his eyes are going a nice green, which is good. Everything's great. Everything's fine. And his name is STRK Unit 0529, but please call him Stark for short.
Incredible. Eyes glowing green, contrasting or mingling in with the kind of bluish green of the hollow table you all sit at. And last but certainly not least, Beth, sitting across from Stark. Would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. You see a tall, slender Patra, which is a cat person. She is mostly black, but her face down the middle has a little bit of a different color on the one side. She sits with a very straight spine, and her tail sort of sways a little bit back and forth, and she watches the group with very sharp, attentive blue eyes. And her name is Katrinza.
The crew is hot. Sitting at the table, you three, amongst other crew members, it's not just you three. Some people are actually manning observations, keeping track to make sure that you are not spotted, that you are hovering silently above the planet. Sitting on the table before you, as I mentioned, is the holosphere. Renard, you had to handle quite a few favors within the pirate city of Broken Rock in order to get your hands on this. This is a field recording of the famed archaeologist and scientist Elias Noctamar. Noctamar has been on Castroval during this time with the Starfinder Society, investigating rumors of some sealed off area at the lowest depths of a city where some hints of work by the First Ones has been conducted. Now, sitting before you are the first of his notes about the beautiful and mysterious city of Kendaris. And the three of you are sitting at the table kind of eyeing it. What are we doing?
Is there like a clear way to play the device?
Yeah, it's pretty standard. Yeah, there's no tricks or anything to it.
Okay. He will look at everyone and this is it. It's gonna press play.
Elias Noctamar, somewhere on the outskirts of Kendaris, Castroval, 9 a.m. Pact Standard Time, the 6th day of Neth, and the Pact year 301. I think we've exhausted our research on the swarm invasion. That felt never-ending, but we made it out on the other side relatively fine. I find myself here outside of Kendaris on a routine investigation for the Starfinder Society. They've been on a desperate search for the remaining artifacts left behind by the species we simply refer to as the First Ones. I find myself in good spirits. Good company, as always. There's my assistant who's here with me, and we've got a lovely escort of wall keepers from Kendaris and help us through the jungle to their beautiful city. I'm quite looking forward to doing some research. We'll just be in time for the waters to drain completely. It's a fascinating process. If I'm honest, the citizens of Kendaris conduct the ancient rituals of burying their dead in the walls of the city itself. Acts as like an open-air catacomb of sorts. Some of the indents along the walls are windows and doors of houses, of course, but most, you'll notice, are where their beloved deceased are kept. And during this time of year, it's the rare occasion where they can access all of the tombs and all of the graves along the wall as the waters drain out of the city. So I hear that they celebrate by lighting candles in each one, which, listen, I'm really looking forward to seeing with my own eyes. This is a rare occasion. Sorry, there's now. I've been wrapping up. I forgot to tell. I've got news today. Yeah. It's a girl. We're having a girl. Maybe my archaeology days are over, hey? Sorry, give me a moment. Where was I? The Kendaris artifact. The Starfinder Society Council believed that the lowest passages were originally a temple to the First Ones. This could be a rumor, which is why we're out here to investigate. Worst case, we witness the most beautiful moment the city has to offer. Best case, we find an artifact. Some tomes were uncovered from the lower levels in previous years, and after some translation, it seems like they were dating from the time during the gap, and it's difficult to trust much of what came out of that century, but sometimes it's relatively close to being true or real. You just kind of need to know what to look for. If I'm right, and I often am, the First Ones were conducting experiments to reach between realities. Yes, I said that correctly. Not to be confused with the drift, I'm talking that they wish to traverse completely parallel realities within our multiverse. If true, this could change everything we know about life, everything we find, all living matter. All right, this is Elias Noctmar signing off. We continue our journey tomorrow. And it blip blip turns off.
This is exactly what we're looking for.
Dead city.
The artifact.
In the dead city.
Yes.
For
We-
for what purpose? Okay.
Well, can't be criminals if we don't steal treasure from here.
So just like regular criminal activity.
Rather, still stealing treasure, just not from this planet.
Right. Just checking. So we're hoping they did not get there first. To the artifact.
We have to believe that they didn't.
Right.
Hmm.
You know. Seems dead men do talk, actually.
Did he die?
Oh no.
I was about to say, I hope so.
Oh. Did he die in the dead city? Did he at least get to see the event? He seemed very excited.
Maybe he gets to see it all the time now.
Oh, that is grim.
Hmm.
But it is a chance for us.
Right. So, when do we leave now?
Yes.
Excellent. So it's like first one to find the artifact wins.
Sort of.
But like among the crew, I mean even. Like is there like a special incentive?
Lots of gold?
But like do you get more gold? You get it first.
Alright.
Just like
I
a little
do
bonus.
enjoy some good gold. I do need some new clothing. As you can see, this is like last year's look, and I kind of wish to update it a little bit more. Give
You
it
know
a bit
what's
more
even
pizzazz.
better?
Yes, Captain.
If we can hop realities, they probably have fashion that we haven't even seen before.
What happens to the person, like our other reality self? Do we replace them? Do we coexist?
Well, I don't think we have to worry about it too
There
hard.
could be two of me. Huh.
I feel like there already are. Isn't that the point?
Multiple
Multiple-
versions of me
Yeah. Multiple infinite amounts.
posing together. Oh. Think of glory, we'd be like,
I feel like you're thinking very
Photos.
small.
and then slay my fellow Starks. This
I
is
think Stark has
exciting.
the right idea.
I do. I programmed it.
What are you hoping for?
Me.
Shipcat.
That is me. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care about meeting alternate universe me all that much. Seems complicated. But I do love a little competition.
I do think it might be unfair, for I am built for speed and power, Cat, so...
Yes, but you do not look nearly as good as I do.
Ah! Which one of us is a model, and which one of us is not a model?
I was a very sought-after dancer, my friend.
Okay, I was a sought-after influencer.
And I will be a sought-after pirate.
Yes, that too, Captain.
I do want to say that, Renard, in that holotape, it did say the year 301. That was 20 years ago.
Oh, fuck. Didn't realize what year it was.
It's sometime after
Yeah, we've
321-ish.
been on the ship for a while. So is it like a stealth operative crew? Are we going just the three of us? Very sneaky.
I think that's the best option.
Wonderful. Less competition.
As flashy as Stark is.
I can change clothes, fear not. I don't just wear this outside all the time. If we're going on such a stuffy
You wear
mission.
more, actually. I think one time I saw you actually dripping in velvet and
It was
bright
in
plumage.
season, and it worked very well for our disguises. Thank you.
You had your name across your ass in sparkles.
Yes, because it was. You have to start to be a trendsetter. To start new trends, you have to be the one to put yourself out there.
And that you are, Stark.
Thank you, Captain.
With that, the flagship of the Vulpine Pirates begins its quiet descent down towards Castrovel, plotting a gravity-assisted trajectory in order to avoid using the thrusters and alerting the planet's militant watch. The stealthy starship whirs and vibrates upon entry as the crew, you all take your stations to ensure smooth landing on the outskirts of the city. The starship lines up perfectly against the setting sun, obfuscating yourselves from anyone who just happened to be looking up at the right time. The ship expertly nestles into a clearing just wide enough for the ship itself, landing on a pillow of air and quietly descending down to the ground. You all know, based on the tape and your own research, that the city Candares itself will be fully drained by the morning. So you have the night basically to get into the city itself, but the following day after, it will begin flooding again. So you have a narrow window in which you need to get into the city, get down to the lowest level, find the first one's laboratory that's rumored by Elias Noctmar, and get out before the city starts flooding again. But the ship lands, and the doors open up with a as the humid, thick air pours in. Even at night, it is unbearable how warm it gets in the jungle. But you all are kind of just on the outskirts. Renard, you have some contacts in the city. From Broken Rock, you made some friends, like I said. 2 former pirates who have given up the life of a pirate and have become wall keepers. Wall keepers are the protectors of the ancestral protectors of Candaris. They've had a long lineage of citizens who take up the wallkeeper mantle, and there are again multiple of them, but there are 2 that you were told to get in contact with. One is a Lashunta, known as Khazadin, and one is a Kamos. One is a Kamos, known as Azari. Kamos are Pitcher Lolth. They're half spider, half humanoids. But both Lashunta and the Kamos are, their lineages go back as far as anyone can recall within Candaris. Obviously, the Lashunta take up a lot of the planet of Castrovel, along with elves and Formians and all kinds of other species. But mostly it's those two are the prominent species of Candaris. But Khazadin and Ozari, sorry, I might have mispronounced that. It's got the Motorhead O, if you know what I mean. That's
An umlaut?
Yeah, it's the O sound.
The
I
umlaut?
forgot what it's called. I know what it does. That's all that matters. But yeah, the door's open. You all humid AF, yo. Except Stark doesn't notice.
What I wouldn't give to be you right now.
Oh,
This is a dreadful land.
temperatures are reading warm.
It's just a
I
bit.
can already feel my fur, like, crawling. This is
Think of it as
terrible.
a vacation.
I don't like it.
I do like a good vacation, Captain.
Mm. We'll buy floral shirts. I have some people to speak to in the city who have more information for us.
So the first choice really is making it through at night, or maybe getting some rest and trying to make a mad dash to reach the city by morning.
Are you up for a bit of adventure?
Oh, I should say rest. Sounds like a quitter's attitude.
I also think that I'm a little impatient and would like to get there as soon as possible.
I am running just fine, so I am ready for adventure.
As long as everyone is good to go, then.
Hell yeah. You all, what do we think is the consequence of pushing through the jungle at night?
Bug bites.
Bug bites. It's so itchy.
Yeah, really sweaty
Giant
too.
mosquitoes.
Wow, Stark's fine, actually.
We have to pull off so many ticks. I don't know
My
what humidity
cloak
would
is
do.
ruined.
Yeah,
actually.
what did humidity do to your joints?
My servo joints?
There's a jungle USB insect that's out there.
Wow.
I should delete
Yeah,
that from
You
my
can
memory.
get a virus from it.
It plugs in.
Jack the mainframe. Oh no.
That means a completely different thing, friend.
So sick. We'll have to run an antivirus. You'll have to wait here, actually.
No, we are competing.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
competition.
it looks like you're out of the competition.
You might be out of the competition.
I didn't get the USB virus.
Smell
All right,
the
you two.
purple.
You all get just like any mainland Canada forest swarms of mosquitoes, except they're huge here.
Black flies.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Horseflies, terrible.
But the thick jungles of Castrovel are as dangerous as they are mysterious and beautiful. The Asana continent, where Candaris resides, which is also where Quabarat resides, which is the capital city of Castrovel, more or less. But the Asana continent is not as dangerous as the ancient forests of the Uculum region, but anything can be dangerous if ill-prepared. Massive trees that reach to the sky like skyscrapers hang overhead as you're all kind of hustling through. Various animals leap quickly between the trees above. Brush at your feet is thick and overgrown, and every so often you can't help but feel like the plants are watching you as carefully as you are watching them. For those of you who are made of organic components, the air is impossibly humid in the forest itself, almost like you're breathing water. But we power through.
Power through.
You break through the tree line of Candaris and witness beautifully formed buildings made of like this white kind of sandstone, sort of like they were carved from the stone that existed there, which most likely they were. While there are roads, they're not the traditional ones that you'd expect of a major city. Small, narrow passages weave and wind in all directions, but each one of them is formed with lovely, carefully crafted tiles along the streets. Most of the buildings are trimmed with soft blues and golds, really adding nice frames to the already picturesque city. Traversing the kind of labyrinthian outer city streets hasn't taken as long as one might expect. Candaris itself is a very narrow city. The real structures of the city come from the depth of it itself. You all step out from a narrow alley just as the sun is kind of beginning to rise in the sky. A massive crevasse splits the city into various bridges and handmade rock formations jut between sections, but all you can see downwards is a mega structure of buildings carved into the cliffside themselves. Almost like some kind of abstract painting, you see stairs winding in all directions, ducking in and out of buildings and leading up to and into cliff faces themselves. Below you, various lights can be seen from homes who are still burning the midnight oils. Despite the sun rising, most of the city is cast in shadows as you get below the kind of surface level, and won't see the light of day until the sun settles midway through the sky above. Soft glows far below are cast along the wall from those who live below the tide line. But you've made it and are kind of overlooking. It's almost like giving you that vertigo experience, like you are looking down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet.
I didn't know you could drown on land, but it's almost worth it.
This is rather beautiful.
It's very.
Though I do feel a little bit ill.
Oh, I'm sorry that you are feeling that way, but this would also be time. Stark tries to fan.
I more meant the sheer height, my friend.
Oh. Yes, that too.
It discombobulates the senses.
My senses are just fine.
Right.
It's fine.
Captain Bernard, you know where and when to meet your contacts. The sun is beginning to rise on the horizon. And you know, you were given like a location that you've given to Stark to kind of pinpoint, kind of down a little ways, kind of in a little bit of like a seedy area that's kind of hidden away from direct view, is where you're meant to meet the contacts. But you're all on these tiled streets, handcrafted tiles, kind of peering over the like little barrier along the edge, not that high, very scary. But again, probably 100 feet away is the other side of the city, and little bridges crisscross back and forth all along.
Well, let's find a place in the city that's a little more comfortable for us.
Will we find such a place? Does not seem good. It's very open air here, and open air is close. Damn.
I promise there are dive bars and weird back alleys for everyone to enjoy.
That is fair.
All we gotta do is cross this bridge.
All right.
You shouldn't worry too much. You'd probably land on your feet anyway.
You know, that is a harmful stereotype. I mean, I particularly probably was because I'm an excellent dancer, but, you know, not all
Maybe
of us
that's
are
what I
quite so
meant.
graceful. You're lucky you're so cute. And I tap his nose and I start to walk across the bridge.
She called you cute, Captain.
She's right.
That you are.
All right, get going.
Okay, moving.
Are you sure you want to follow the robot?
What does
Looks
that
pretty
mean?
heavy.
High risk, high reward.
I have you know my model is very light in frame. Thank you.
Whatever you say.
Light in frame indeed. You all cross over the bridge and go down a series of stairs that don't have a railing, but it is very there are like staggering bits of the city. Like, you know, the further down it's like a V shape, right? It kind of goes inwards, so it's not falling to your death if you did happen to slip, but probably wouldn't tickle. You tuck around into a corner, following Stark's programmed guidance that the captain had given him, and see carved into the wall. You can actually kind of notice as you're going down, you see an actual visible change in the color of the sandstone wall. So now it's like this kind of darker, almost grayish color. Seems like it's drying, so this must have been obviously the first section of the city that started to drain. And as you kind of like look over the edge, you can see it's almost completely drained at the very bottom. But you see this very hole in the wall bar called the Undertow.
See, I told you.
It is a little on the nose. All I'm saying is we're below the waterline. It's just feels something looks creative.
Do you not want to be here?
No, I very much so do.
All right.
I just immediately rush in.
You barge on in, and it's very quiet in here. It's the early hours of the morning. First thing as you enter, you actually notice too the windows themselves seal up very well, obviously. But as you walk in, it's dimly lit. There's everything, all of the fixed structures, the tables, not the chairs, but the bars carved out of the rock themselves. But you see one person kind of elbows on, Lashunta elbows on the bar, kind of leaning over. And then on the other side of the bar is Kamos, spider-like folk. The Lashunta Khazadin, Renard, that you would know, is a Demaya, fairly tall, slender, but athletic. Long, dusky, black-gray hair hangs down on his shoulders. He has this kind of dusky gray skin with various tattoos scattered around. A very serious look on his scarred face. All of the wall keepers dress with these white silk-like wrappings that cover their armor. Khazadin himself you spot a blaster kind of just in front of him on the bar as he's leaning on it. Some form of grapple hook nearby, also on the bar. He kind of like looks up as you enter, and Ozuri, the other pirate, again, long inhabitants of Kendaris, spider-like folk, not too dissimilar from something like Lolth, spider bottom, humanoid upper portion. The years of piratery have led to a few of his spider limbs being replaced with mechanical constructs, while the rest are plates of armor and things have been kind of pieced onto it, and his upper half obviously resembles a human. Matching Khazadin, Ozuri wears the white silk wrapping over his armor. His face is very thin, elf-like. Eyes are just dead black. No pupils, no irises, just a void. His skin is a pale purple, and his black hair is kind of tied neatly behind his head. You spot various tattoos up and across his face, and it seems like they have some kind of representation of Candaris and the heritage itself. Osri, as a Kamos, obviously can easily climb the walled structures of Candaris, so it doesn't look like they have a grapple hook like Khazadin has. But they both look up. Khazadin puts a hand up. Hey, welcome, friends. Well, we had word you'd be arriving, and honestly, a little excited to see your trip through our beautiful city here.
It's great. It's beautiful here.
That is, and you haven't even seen the half of it yet. Trust me.
We're excited.
So I'm Khazadin. This is Osri. Bernard. We've heard word, but you've got some compatriots here.
I brought some of my crew along.
Of course.
You can
Good
introduce
dreams,
yourselves.
And I curtsy.
I am Stark. It is a honor and pleasure to meet you today.
Same to you, Stark. Same to you. The Osri kind of looks at you. Why don't we get some fresh air? And kind of points to the door, and you all kind of follow Khazadin and Osri out. They walk to like the edge, kind of along another very short barrier. And as you're like looking at the crevasse of the city, at the very far side, a little ways off, you spot massive spider-like machines walking up and down a wall very far away. They seem to be drilling the surface. You can hear the noises echoing out, and the debris that's fall into a container on their back. These machines represent something like the Tachikoma from Ghost in the Shell, if anyone knows, but otherwise, if you don't know, giant spider robot with a big thing on its back, basically. And like drills and lasers for mining. Osri kind of looks at you all. Those are the Araquaries, mining droids brought in by a deal cut by Astral Extractions Corporation and the Castroval governing forces. Seems like every day we lose a portion of our society to make deals with corporations who wish to take all that we've cherished to line the pockets of those who have more credits than anyone could imagine. Those in particular are mining corpsium. It's a ultra-rare mineral that is only found in Candaris. You see, and Osri points along various sandstone walls below you. Our traditions here are that we bury those that we've lost within our walls. They're one with the city that houses the ones we love. We never forget those who pass on. They become the support that holds everything together. Always with us. When our city floods, the process begins between the natural sandstone, the mummified bodies, and the water itself, leaving this opalescent layer you can see below. And as you look down, you see now the sun is rising higher, and where it hits lower in the city is shining a beautiful prismatic pattern, casting various colors wherever the light bounces. Corpsium, turns out, has many uses. Those who live here, we often just use it for our own needs, creating works of art, tools, utensils, things that help us as a society. Some researchers have discovered unique properties of the mineral itself that has led to those machines being legally allowed to come here and desecrate our home. Osri kind of stares off in disgust at the machines, and Khazadin kind of leans on the barrier, nodding, and also a look of kind of frustration and concern. Despicable, without a doubt, but not something for all you to worry about right now. We have a city to descend into, right?
Bernard will lean into both of his crewmates. I wouldn't be entirely angry if they started malfunctioning for some reason.
I was thinking the same thing, Captain.
I also was thinking the same thing.
Perhaps we can find whoever runs them and have a conversation. Yes.
I like that. I think you should make, like, the bees we saw in the forest actually, Stark.
Oh, yes, buzz indeed, my friend.
How can you turn something so cool into something so lame?
That was perfect.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, I'll let you take a minute while me and Ozari make sure we've got everything we need. Stark, what if you were planning to do something to kind of mess with the various mining droids on the other side of the city, you can describe what you do to succeed, but also I have an idea, but if you have a consequence to disrupting the mining bots, I'm all ears.
Ooh, I think the bees situation might have been fun, but he may get some honey jammed in his arms and stuff, but
I don't think they're real bees.
Covered in honey. Oh. I was going to go with it and be like, yeah, I totally would.
I think the joke was they're technology bees that administer viruses. I think that was the idea.
Oh, no. My fellow people.
I do love that he's just so literal. He's like, yeah, bees.
Real bees.
Yes,
let me go
bees.
find some honey.
I can do this, I promise.
And the two of us are just like, is he looking for actual bees?
I meant put a virus in them, Stark.
Oh.
No, I want to see this play out.
That is fine. That too is an option, Captain. You are absolutely right. A virus.
Holding a hive.
I'm sure a lot of honey would make them malfunction as well.
They're very far away, but you can program some technology bees. You look at the real bees flying out of the hive that you now have, and Stark, you program up a quick couple of like little mini droids. I'll say the consequence of this is you don't manage to disrupt all of the mining bots, but you do see a lot of them actually just like shut down, and one of them falls like off of the wall. You hear like a as it hits far below. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people living down at that area, but it definitely has had an impact.
Captain, I got some. Stark's eyes are glowing like yellow because he's excited. It worked. Me and my new friend, the bees. Just over the hive.
You just hear like the tink, 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 tink as the bees are trying to sting the metal body.
This is quickly becoming Tall Tower, our other D&D series.
Truly? Like, Patrick is here?
He's inhibited me.
This is WB's origin story.
Stark is his dad, actually.
Sorry, Bernard, we've got a different prelude.
Gotta find Stark's dad.
Finding my papa.
Incredible.
The city has a tall tower.
Tall city. Let's go. You hear somewhere up above you, as you all kind of stand with the wall keepers, the unmistakable sound of a starship approaching overhead. Breaking atmosphere, that kind of ripping sound that the air makes around it. Looking up, you see a smaller, sleek, dark gray rocket shoot by. Along the side is a thick red band, and written in the negative space of the red strip itself is M.A.R.S. with an Aspis Consortium logo right next to it. Stark, you recognize the acronym. That's a specialized Aspis Consortium division known as Mementos and Relics Specialists. As their name implies, they specialize in acquiring relics and artifacts through any means possible. While at a glance of the company, everything appears above board, but Aspis is known to be run completely by criminals and corrupt to its core. But Stark, you instantly clock what's going on.
Oh no! It appears our day might be ruined. I see that Aspis Corporation's relics and mementos specialists have arrived, Captain.
All right, first of all, Stark, a day with me is never ruined. Second of all, that is a problem.
It is indeed. They are very unpleasant.
Well, we'll just have to make it even more unpleasant for them to be here.
I like the sound of that, Captain.
I heard a rumor Aspis were going to be making some moves on Candaris once the city started to drain out. It's not exactly a small deal, right? Only happens once a year. A lot of people pile in, scientists, the like. I'm not surprised that they're sending out relic hunters to come investigate the lowest parts of the city.
Well, it would be unwise for us to not consider that others would be here.
True.
Do you have, perhaps, backways into this area? Surely with the fact that this place fills with water, there must be some sort of a tunnelway or access point that maybe they don't know about?
There's a labyrinth of different tunnels built through time that kind of weave in and out of the city. If you actually go, some of the back city streets are actually the homes where a lot of people live in the city. Those weave in and out, but I'm going to be very honest with you. The quickest way, and he looks over the edge, we're not getting quicker than that.
Do you mean jump?
Run. There's stairs. There's all kinds of...
Oh.
Jumping would be significantly faster. Perhaps a little bit more lethal, though.
He slings around like this big grappling hook he has. He's like, listen, we're wall keepers. We know how to get around our city. And Osri kind of just like tick, 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 and starts like climbing down the wall.
Oh.
We have amazing tour guides.
That we do.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking cool. I think they're cooler than we are.
No.
We could ask them to join the crew.
As you say this, Kazadin shoots off the grappling hook and it wraps around a bridge and he swings across and does like a flip.
Well, you left without us! How are we supposed? We didn't get cool grappling hooks!
It only holds one.
I'm very light.
I am also very
I have
light.
another idea. Possibly.
I am all ears if I had them.
Well, we took out a few of those spiders.
Oh.
Oh.
Stark, what if we use some of them to climb down?
No,
is what I'm
we
saying.
can. Absolutely. We could. I thought we were
Alright.
going with our tour.
No, they left without us.
I see.
They're not that far away. They just are getting a start on
They
getting
abandoned
down.
us.
They were too busy showing us how cool they fucking are.
It's true. It's not good for team morale. I'm thinking this is a point against them for joining the crew.
Agreed. But yes, we can use the spiders and climb ourselves down. Yes.
Do the spiders have, is there places to sit inside? Or will we just sit on top?
You don't know.
There's like that weird little contraption where they're holding all the mining goods.
That is true. That is true.
You all venture towards the mining bots, quite a ways away, to be honest with you, from Khazadin and Osri, because it's at the far end of the city. And you guys are heading kind of away-ish, but mostly down. Just a set perspective.
What if we just both sit on Stark and ride him down like a little sled?
I am not some sort of galaxy
Puppy
service
dubs.
Yeah,
delivery.
I think it would be. Well, take one for the team.
I feel I am always taking.
Here's the thing. You guys can choose to succeed on something like, hey, we packed some rope or grappling hooks, or we're just going to run really quick, or something else that you think of, but, balance out a consequence of said situation.
See, I think a great one would be riding Stark down, but then the consequence is that he has a little bit of dings in him. We take him to a body shop next time we're in the city. Come on.
He'll be banged up.
He's
My
so
clothes
beautiful.
ruined.
Yeah, but it'll give you like a mysterious edge, like
I
a
already
little,
have
like
that.
like when some people have
Have you
scars,
seen
and
my
you're like,
armor?
oh, they've seen something. There's something about them that I want to know.
I do that anyway. I just have to pose a certain way, get my face all pouty, and then
You can't move your face. You're a robot.
Bernard will start looking in his bag.
You hear a yell like,
it's all with the eyes.
we really don't have all day.
All right. You left without us. You didn't even give us a grappling hook.
Stark can carry them down. And
Start taking rope out.
You guys take out like devices that can help you assist you in getting down easier. There are a lot of stairs and ways, but there are points where like there's no close stairway, so you need to like be leaping down or hooking some way to swing down and things like that. What do we think is the kind of consequence of traveling downwards like this? Actually, I have one, if that's okay.
Yes.
It's a compounding
you
down.
fucking die.
It's a compounding downside. Based
You
on...
all get compounding fractures.
You all start to descend. You have like kind of not as impressive like harpoon style grappling hooks, but you all have like means of descending. You're pirates. You've been on quite a few various adventures and things like that. Stark, if Stark wants to slide down some stairs, Stark can slide down some stairs. You throw some ropes out, and as you're venturing down, you hear a... You're all on this lower level with the prismatic kind of light shining all around you, and the walls themselves are now getting kind of a sleek, dark gray look. Like you are well below the tide level at this point, about halfway down. Looking up just one level above you, you see the massive mining robot that didn't get shut down, crawling along the wall towards you, and two figures riding on its back. One leaps off with a twirl and like lands just very stoically, and the other one kind of is sitting back still on the mining droid. The first figure, who's kind of like looking down, has big, very large, cocky smile on his face, similar to that kind of a look that Renard has sometimes when he thinks he's always right or has the upper hand on every situation.
I am always right.
He takes a small step to look down. They've got bright red hair, fiery red hair, that's kind of like sticking out a bit and up and over on the right side of their head, very like anime fashion. The rest of their hair is kind of slicked back, kind of falling behind their ears, shoulder-ish length. Gold goggles resting on their forehead, pushing their hair back and up slightly. They rock what looks like a renegade starship fighter's a renegade starship fighter pilot's jacket, puffed collar that extends down kind of either side, and a fairly long overcoat. A fairly long overcoat in like a dark brown leather that's accented by gold. Under their jacket, most of their chest is just open as they have like this low-cut layers on underneath. Very like kind of clean-shaven, square jaw. Maybe not square jaw, clean, kind of like a, I don't know, ovalish face, I suppose, but clean-shaven. Again, that kind of cocky smile that is, in fact, reaching up to the very red irised eyes that they have. They swing a red umbrella off of their shoulder and lean on it with two hands looking down at you. Their partner stands a little ways back on the machine, but gives you the idea that they're closely watching anything that goes down in order to assess their move. The partner's like sporting a strong kind of bald look. They rock these crisp silver sunglasses. Their attire is a bit more formal than their partner. They don a finely crafted overcoat of black and purple leathers. Underneath it, they wear a button-up and a tie, and resting on their shoulder, however, is a very intimidating sniper rifle. They adjust their tie and walk a few steps closer on the robot as their partner is kind of eyeing you all up. Stark, you recognize these two with your Aspis Consortium affiliation, and I'll put them on screen. This is Zeno
Reno and
Zood.
Incredible.
I'm glad we have the same feeling, because I'm like, this feels familiar. This feels too familiar.
Is this One Piece? Is this a One Piece nonsense?
Final Fantasy.
This is Final Fantasy.
I don't know that either.
I was like, what are they doing here?
They're up on stream
Let's
right now.
go.
I need to see them. Hold on.
Okay,
'cause
but
I was like,
Xeno's super hot. What do you want us to do?
I will say, Kai gave the approval that they've got the hot vibe going for them.
Wow. This is the biggest consequence.
No, the consequence was the robot. That was the consequence.
No, my pride is hurt. He's stealing my bit.
you're hotter, Captain.
Looks down. Zeno looks down the red-haired figure. Well. What do we have here, Zood? Couple of pirates seem like they're descending on our treasure, hey? And Zood does like the upwards head nod to acknowledge that he heard Zeno. Hate to break it to you, bozos, but that area down there is under the control of the Aspis Consortium. That means the only people who are taking that artifact are the mementos and relic specialists. That's us, in case you live under a rock.
That is kind of insensitive to say in a place like this.
Hey, we're legally
People
allowed
sort
to
of
operate
do
here.
live under rocks, though.
They live in rocks, I suppose, and
But
under.
like that's also sort of under them, you know. Like that's a little bit rude.
Okay, but have they heard of us? And strikes a pose.
Probably not. I haven't.
I mean, most of the people here are dead, so it would be hard to hear of you.
That too.
Anyway.
Also, finders keepers. We'll get there first.
Oh, will you? You'll get there first? And Zeno looks over his shoulder. Zood, call him in. And you hear a loud, like kind of heavy, oh my god, English is my first language. You hear another loud kind of clanging, and you see off in the distance, climbing over the city walls from a different direction is another one of those Araquiri bots. We'll be taking the easy route down. Let's bounce, Zood. And Zeno unfurls his umbrella and just leaps over the edge. And Zood, you see the giant bot start scrambling off, but the hunt is on. The scramble to get to the lowest level has begun, gang. And what are we doing as the Mars the Mars division of the Aspis Consortium are quickly making their way down below? You see Khazadin and Ozuri are actually trying to fend off some of the other wall, the other oraquary that's kind of climbing down. You see they're kind of trying to trip that up, and Kazadin fires his grapple hook to try to wrap around one of its legs and pull it off the wall. But what are you three doing?
I look at the
Can
other
I-
two. Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh no, what are you doing?
I was just gonna say, I look at the other two and I say, remember that bonus? And I give them a wink, and then I just start jumping off like Vi, in Arcane, where she just sort of like starts parkouring down the city. And so I just like start like swinging off things. I'm using my tail in some cases, and I'm like kind of artfully dancing down, but like very much so parkouring.
yeah.
Bernard will be like, oh, you're doing a bunch of work, I see. And he's going to use the rope for leverage to like kick his legs off, and he's going to try to jump on Zeno.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Let's start doing while this goes down.
I see we are taking bold action, and he takes off his jacket to put it down and undoes his little tie as he starts to follow a similar path that Katrina did.
Hell
By
yeah.
running down, by leaping and jumping, and taking the rope there. Kind of. It's business time.
Fuck yeah. Zeno, you grab onto Zeno's legs as he's got the umbrella. Hey, get the fuck off me. What are you doing? You see the umbrella is actually spinning. It's like a motorized descent device.
Hitching a ride.
Well, get your own ride. This seat is one only. I'm holding on to it.
He is gonna try to, when he says one only, he'll go, he'll like kind of punch up to try to get his hands off of the umbrella.
Incredible. Well, if you want to succeed, this is your memory. What do you think a consequence of success looks like here?
Oh. I feel like they both start dangling from, like they both slip on it and are kind of holding on to the end. So the umbrella is going down faster at like maybe not a speed that is necessarily safe.
You are plummeting. Katrinza and Stark. You two see your captain and Zeno plummeting down. As Zood and the other Oraquary are kind of hot on your tail, and Zood is taking like pot shots as both of you are kind of like leaping in and out of the way on the way down.
As the captain is sort of fighting for power, can I sort of hand a piece of rope to Stark and say, hold this, we have to save the captain. And then I'll just jump off while holding the rope, and also take another piece of rope and throw it to the captain to sort of like maybe swing him in a more advantageous angle to where we're going.
Ooh, hell yeah. Definitely. What do we think? Now, we all have plot points, don't forget. Everyone has one. Everyone gets one. But you can use a plot point to auto kind of succeed on this, or if you think there's a consequence that you can think of, you can also do that. A fitting consequence to this action in order to succeed.
I'm racking my brain beyond just me falling. Just like hitting the wall and letting go.
That could be it. I mean, that could be the consequence. We're creating a whole new situation now with...
Sure.
Yeah.
I swing the captain down, but as he lands, my back really hits the wall, and I sort of let go of the rope that is holding me to Stark.
Stark, what are you doing as Katrinza lets go?
I think he would try and get to Katrinza. He would try to just check on her to make sure she's okay.
She's falling right now.
I am free falling.
I thought she already hit the ground.
I don't know how far up we are.
Far.
This might have been a little reckless.
Very far.
I think he's gonna try to break her fall if he can. Just like
Ooh.
kind of try to.
You got the same
Grab
thing.
her.
You got a plot point, or there could be a consequence to you breaking. This is like a just like domino effect. There could be a consequence, but again, you can use a plot point to succeed on this, and we can narrate that success. It's up to you.
Ooh, okay. I think he would be just like. I'm trying to think what would be a good consequences for start catching her outside of her being able to go get the artifact, but
Maybe Stark, in catching Katrinza, I'm gonna keep messing that up, Katrinza, lands shattering one of Stark's legs.
ooh. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Yeah,
Or you can use a plot point, and you succeed.
I feel like I might need it later. Just
You're gonna shatter your body.
Yeah, you're gonna miss a leg.
What if I live past this? He'll shatter his leg for.
Stark shattering his leg on impact at not the bottom layer, but a much lower level. What we see is, I was about to say Reno. What we say is Zito and Captain Renard on the umbrella struggling. Katrinza swings on a rope being held by Stark, who like wraps it quickly around a barrier and boots Zeno. Zeno's like, ah! Hits a wall himself and like hits the ground. As that frees up the captain to descend with the umbrella, but then Katrinza hits a wall herself, begins to plummet as Stark just like dives down, catches Katrinza in like a roll, landing on a lower level using like the spring-loaded element of his lower half, but shatters one of the legs. The three of you kind of reach the bottom. You see the two wall keepers manage to tear the second Araquiri off the wall, and the first one is actually like looping back to get Zeno, as Zood is just still kind of like eyeing up shots as the bot is doing its thing, but it's like bits of opalescent rock are kind of flying off in all directions as you three are just kind of catching your breath, and Stark is very injured, but I think unless the captain stops, the captain could still be descending.
Yeah, are they like on a platform? They didn't reach the bottom.
Yeah, again, the city is kind of like stairs-ish, if you think about it like that. They just hit a much lower level as you're kind of descending with... maybe you're actually up above them because you would be descending slower than just a free fall. Right?
Yeah, because he dived.
Yeah.
He is going to try to make his way to that little platform that they're at. And he's
I will be looping Stark over my shoulder. One arm.
He will get to them and be like, Stark, you take this umbrella. You'll be a lot slower going down.
Oh, okay.
We can jam it into your leg hole.
Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh. I thought you meant like a little substitute leg. I was trying to think of how I'd get a spider leg, honestly.
I could.
I was also thinking something like that, but to get down away from these,
That's
use the
fair.
umbrella.
All around you.
We should move.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, he'll switch spots.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Stark, you have the umbrella. You can kind of safely descend down the rest of the way as Khazadin catches up with everyone. It's getting a bit hairy. We'll try to cover your backs, but if you guys go ahead, we've got you covered.
Cool, we'll do that.
Hell yeah. You hear a truly wild amount of ruckus kind of happening behind you as explosions and parts of the sand structure itself are being kind of shot at. Mining lasers every now and then just zip by, and you all kind of duck as it cuts above your heads. Stark is descending slowly with the umbrella, but before too long, you all do reach the very bottom layer of Candaris. Somewhere where the sun is just a memory. You look up and you can see that the sun is rising further and further. It's taken you quite a while to get down here, and it's been hectic the whole way. But the sun doesn't even quite make it down this far. You see refractions of that opalescence splitting into different like colors, like a prism divides light that is bouncing down here, just casting green, pink, orange shadows just kind of all around. The walls are almost black. The ground is covered is very slick, still tiled, but you see sea life, plant life kind of growing up and around. You see seaweed hanging off of buildings, a lot of like windows, and the tombs litter the walls even down this far. The tradition has started a very long time ago for that. You also see like far off there's like an old man with like a giant, like wheeling along a giant fish tub filled with water, and you see him picking up little fish and putting them in the tub.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Or considerate.
He like looks...
You should probably leave. You should probably leave. You
what?
should probably go.
Listen, there's a lot of fish I gotta collect.
No,
they're
people
not gonna
are
make it.
shooting.
There's a lot of danger, sir.
A lot of danger every day.
Oh man, all right.
There's more danger coming down.
There's always more danger coming down, you know.
I can respect it.
Oh, there's another one that picks up a fish.
Can I like give him one of the fish?
Yeah, you give him a fish. Oh, thanks.
Well, if people start shooting, just hide.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Don't you all worry. You're all tourists seeing the sights, or
Do you have an extra wheel?
Something
Perhaps?
like that.
extra
A large
wheel?
Yeah, like a large wheel that might fit our friend.
Large wheel. What do you? What do we think? Success versus consequence, unless we wanted to use a plot point. Looks here for asking for help for constructing
He
a.
gives us one of his wheels on the wagon, but water is slowly pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
The consequence is that we have to live with the fact that we cost this little old man some of his precious fish.
Yeah, the water's very. I'll patch it up somehow, and he starts wheeling away.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're too generous.
Just have a wheel now, just drifting.
Well, you have like one wheel and one leg. It's a little slippery, but I keep going Irish. Somebody help me.
I'm afraid I cannot, friend.
But you've made it to the lowest level. Stark has a wheel leg.
Right.
He's a wheel boy now.
I
Get out
was
of
a
here.
real boy already in my heart.
Love it. I love
Stark's
it.
eyes are now
I
red.
love it. He's a wheel boy now. That is the best thing you've ever said.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
I don't know about that.
Pinocchio coded for sure.
Well, you'll be able to-
Wheel spoke.
Oh, spoke you.
Oh.
Oh,
Very
no.
bespoke of you.
What are we doing, gang? You've reached the bottom level. You see, again, above you, Khazadin, Ozuri, swinging back and forth between sections and, like, luring and fending off the giant Araquiri bot that the Mars division have sicked on you.
Does Renard have an idea, like, with the thing that they got? Was there, like, directions, or were they...
Yeah, I think you
Were
would
they
probably
looking
have
to
vague.
those two?
You would have had
Okay.
vague directions for sure. Kind of like like it's the hollow devices. They're embedded with like metadata that would have a vague plan, basically, right, of what they're planning on doing.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll begin that with the idea that, like, he'll be like, we're going this way, that they'll catch up to us eventually.
Yeah. Hell yeah. As you're like following the device, you're just kind of like letting it play a bit in the background, and you just hear like Elias Nachtmar Day 2. We've descended into Candaris. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. The Corpseum is very unique. I've ordered some teams to take some samples. I think it would be interesting, something for us to investigate later. It's a very unique material that is nowhere else in our galaxy, maybe even our universe. It's a very niche combination of elements that come together. We've reached the bottom. We're just kind of observing how the waters interact with the sandstone itself. What stood the test of time is nothing short of a miracle. We believe the tomb of the first ones is down here somewhere. We're going to continue on our way and we'll check in from there. All right. Elias, out. And you're kind of tracking this little beacon basically along the way. You're kind of, I would imagine you're all hustling a bit, right? You're zipping through the narrow, slick alleyways and streets of Candaris. Mars division, hot on your trail somewhere behind you. When, Renard, you catch it out of the corner of your eye, or was it that you saw it first, or that you just felt it? Either way, you stop and you back up and you look down an alley and you see a massive cobalt stone entrance. Main doors, huge, 10 feet tall, cracked open from years of pressure from the flooded city. The stone is engraved with various runic symbols that seem to glow when you catch them out of the corner of your eye, almost like they know when they're being observed. But you see these giant doors before you.
It's this way. We have to go this way. He darts away from them quickly.
All right, part of your party is on a wheel now.
Exactly. I guess he really
He's like
wants...
scooting along.
I know. He's just gonna give himself more gold.
That's right. I run fast as well.
Oh, okay. Be glad I don't know how to use this wheel to its full capacity, friend.
Just use it like a skateboard.
Okay.
You all venture inwards, Stark taking up the rear with the wheel. Inside is very, very dark. You have to haul out like a local light that you have, localized light that you all carry with you. Very narrow hallways despite such a giant entryway. When you look down, the interesting thing you notice is that there are waterways already built into the structure, as if it was either built at while it was flooded, sealed up, or they somehow recognized that it was going to flood at some point if the doors ever broke open. But waterways kind of trail through. The hallways are a maze, a very true maze, and you're kind of staring at all kinds of doors that head off in all different kinds of directions, and feels overwhelming at first. And again, the soft glow of these runes that light up when you're kind of not looking at them. You all are kind of standing in this impossibly ancient tomb of the first ones, the long lost species of the Pact World system. What do we think it looks like for you all to try to get through here? If we have a consequence to this, I think we know the consequence is time, right? Time is running out with things on your tail. But what do we think?
I feel like this is actually where I would use my plot point.
Yeah.
Because as a spy, I would be very used to navigating confusing places like foreign palaces or enemy camps, and so I would be able to quickly find our way through before the bad guys can come.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's great. I dig that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. And also, It's fun. It's very fun.
And also, I just think it's neat.
And also it's fun.
When they get through it, he like turns to her and goes, "Ha! Let's see them get through that."
They inevitably will. It'll hopefully just take them longer.
Could have just said they'd get lost to time and...
Oh, they're definitely going to get lost to time. Their bones will be here. They will turn into the corpseum that they so seek.
Ooh.
Poetic.
Incredible. Yeah, using the very niche spy skills navigating, what you realize is that some of the doorways don't have water flowing through them. The waterways don't connect that way. And you hone in on this and begin only following paths that the water follows, thinking that it's got to lead somewhere, right? You hear a massive crash of stone somewhere echoing through the hallways behind you. You recognize that something has happened, and they've the Mars division have at least gotten this far.
Should we perhaps leave a booby trap or something behind, or should we just go?
I feel like they're maybe not taking the same path.
Do you still have that beehive?
The beehive.
I'm just saying it could be very useful. They step on a beehive, lots of angry bees.
No, I have left my new friends at the top. I did not have room for them in my jacket, but I will remember next time to be beehive ready.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
I do not understand your sense of humor.
Because you don't have one.
Haha, haha.
Humor cannot be trained. It's just inherent.
What were you influencing?
I was one of the best models for fashion.
I mean,
Posing
I see
all the new
it.
clothes, all the new items.
Did you not talk then? Were you just silent?
I could talk.
Were you like a glorified mannequin?
No, that is rude and disrespectful to me as a person. It's like calling you a cat, but you are more than just a cat.
Renard's gonna look around while they're
I'm going to keep it calm for the
Yeah.
captain's sake.
You all weave through a lab. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say he is under the impression that they are just blowing through the maze instead of going through the maze.
Yeah.
So I don't know that like stopping, like blocking off a water flow would help in any way, so continue.
I mean, you can definitely, I mean, it's easy enough to just like put some rubble in the way, right? Could be.
Yeah, like his hope is that it's kind of like if they catch on to the same thing, that it's like misdirecting them.
Yeah. Yep. No, I dig that. That's fun. And I think that's kind of an easy thing to do. You kind of stop for a moment and kind of jam up one of those waterways as you continue on through. Weaving through the labyrinth of crossing passages, sometimes you feel like you've looped back, but Katrinza tells you that you're on the right path, and you press forward. Renard, you reach a point where you're just kind of running ahead of the crew. You spot a light at the end of the hallway itself, and you start like just beelining it, we're back, baby, towards the towards the end of this hallway, but come to a skidding stop at the edge of a massive chamber. You don't even think you can see the other side of it. It's just impossibly huge. There's a bridge of cobblestone that extends out in front of you, fairly narrow. And as you kind of look to your left and right, you see multiple more bridges very far away, probably 50 feet away there's a bridge, and then 50 feet from that there's another bridge in like a circle kind of formation. You can make probably 5 or 6 that you can kind of see from where you're standing with a quick glance. In the center, coming down from far beyond where you can see way, way high above, is a mass of ancient conduits and cabling, all come down and attached to some bizarre machinery that sit on this central platform that all these bridges seem to connect to. You see the waterways actually come and pour down over the edge, and you spot water falling from other pathways, other bridges that are around. It's hard to see the central platform, to see what exactly there, but you spot various screens that are operating. You see things kind of blipping and flashing, and readouts are occurring on this centralized platform that you do have to like kind of walk upwards towards across these kind of narrow bridges. But this is what you all kind of stop and are kind of looking at, this tomb that has been long forgotten, a very, very long time ago, without a doubt.
Excitedly, he will begin to cross one of the narrow bridges to get like a better look at it.
Yeah.
My instinct is that a society that is so clever would probably have things in place, security measures, should people be snooping. So can I keep an eye out for any sort of suspicious, bricks or things that seem like they might trigger, I don't know, explosions or decapitation machines,
Decapitation
more loss of limb.
I do not wish to lose another limb.
Yeah, truly.
We can't find another wheel.
I know. I think I will not cross the bridge, maybe.
What do you have to cross the bridge? You can stay back here. What are you
With
going to do?
my wheel leg.
Well, yeah, you follow my path. It's going to be fine.
If you say so.
That was Irish. That's okay.
She's picking up accents wherever we go.
It's the spy background.
It's the spy background. She just can't pick now.
When you were a spy, just had.
Renard, as these two are having kind of this discussion, you're getting closer and closer to the actual central platform itself. It looks like a shrine of technology, old, impossible to tell what's happening. Symbols you've never seen before are flashing on strange devices. Like, you can tell they're monitoring devices, but what they're monitoring, you wouldn't have the first clue about.
What about this analog?
Analog, yeah, there's a VHS player. All forms of cabling stretch from this machine, winding into a massive mess on the floor, and attaching to some strange form of like medical bed. This area is very well illuminated. Despite everything else you've seen, this is where the light was emanating from. You've seen various forms of medical beds in your days, but this one is impossibly old and strange, with all kinds of bizarre devices attached to it. The strangest thing, however, is what is on the bed. And I'm going to jump to the other two who are kind of talking about getting Stark kind of across. You guys are having this conversation, and you hear getting closer and closer is the Mars division. But not only, both of you recognize Stark with his sensors, and Katrinza for just the ability to notice and listen and pick up on things, that it sounds like multiple entry points around this massive chamber will soon be filled with Mars division, or things are going to be coming through at various points as you two are kind of talking and slowly moving Stark across the narrow cobalt bridge. But as you hear like the rumbling of things, being forcibly moved, and then the patter of and the echoing of footsteps that sound like it's more than two people. What are both of you doing in this situation?
Is it only the one? Sorry, is it only the one bridge?
No, there's numerous bridges.
There's so
around.
many.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But only one doorway
Nope.
into this main room. Son of a bitch.
Every bridge leads to a doorway, and there's a narrow kind of passage also around.
Not sure how to stop them.
I am also confused as to stopping them. Maybe we just go with the captain and...
Well, yes, but that will serve us no good if they are upon us. Unless we scout the way out.
Maybe there's one behind the massive...
Surely a civilization such as this would have an escape route. Hidden... Most of the palaces that I was in, there was always a secret, some sort of secret tunnel, or something that, the leader could disappear through, should they need to.
Maybe
Perhaps we find something like that?
Yes, I don't think it's here.
No, this is a pretty wide open space. This seems well traveled.
Yeah. Okay, well let's move before they...
This could be a good point to weigh success versus consequence, or if I was about to say TJ, or if Stark wants to use that plot point to start determining routes of escape.
Yeah, I think that's what Stark would probably do, is try to help and figure out a way to get out of here.
Can you scan the area? Do you have any sort of not echolocation, that is not the right word, but some sort of a sonar or something to find hidden passageways in your mech?
It was in my latest update patch. Yes, actually.
That's crazy. It's almost like they knew. What purpose would that serve for an influencer?
Listen, I am an influencer now made for war.
Oh, a warfluencer?
Warfluencer? Awful.
Yes.
Yeah, if Stark wants to use that plot point... Oh, what? You're muted.
You're muted, Captain.
That was a cat's fault. Are we weighing a consequence?
Are we weighing a consequence, or does Stark want to cash in the plot point? I will say we're getting... Spoiler alert. We're ramping things up. Things are ramping up!
Spoiler alert, it's getting bad.
It's getting real bad. I think Stark would use his point to get a way out of there.
Hell yeah. Stark, you use that latest update, baby, and what you actually tap into, you start listening and analyzing the echoes of everyone, all the noises that you hear, and the path that you've already taken. You've been logging that kind of path you took to get in here. As you begin processing this data and finding the optimal way out that doesn't include the sounds that you're hearing and includes the quickest route that's sort of similar to how you got in. Stark is beginning to run this data, running algorithms internally. Katrinza, you see climbing down from above, way above you, is the giant Araquiri bot. Zood on the back, kind of standing, as it's climbing downwards, he's standing on top of it with his rifle, and walking in from, you just hear an echo of footsteps, echoing out from the opposite side somewhere. You hear Zeno, "Give it up, you nerds. Our teams are weaving through the halt as we speak."
This is embarrassing for you. Just go home.
Someone took my umbrella.
You need to do more cardio. This is sad.
You're
It's really
outmanned.
embarrassing.
You're outgunned. You're outclassed.
You're out of breath.
Well,
And I have an umbrella.
you all look like shit. How about that, hey? How about that? Right?
You're very sweaty right now.
Yes.
You may as
You're
well
emitting a lot of steam.
you should give up while you're behind. All right, we've got this on lockdown at this point. Okay. All right, it's go time. And I put them back up on screen. Zeno and Zood, the classic duo on screen. You see Zeno's eyes kind of like flash red a little bit. They've got that red iris glow. Katrinza, you see various points around you. Generic Mars Division soldiers. Less soldier-like, but they're all kind of dressed a little bit fancier, right? They've got this like image to uphold. And
Classy Indiana Jones stormtroopers.
yeah, exactly. Kind of, you hear some of the footsteps getting closer and closer. What's Katrinza doing as Stark is still analyzing?
All right, I am going to use sort of my training, and I'll say, all right, you've caught us, and we've of course been abandoned by our selfish captain. So, and I'm truly right now, I am buying time and using my charisma essentially to just try to keep them focused on us, to give the captain time to do what he needs to do.
Hell yeah. We've already used our plot point. What do we think the consequence to this is?
The consequence, I'm very happy for Katrinza to be captured, if that's what it takes.
Ooh.
So she would sacrifice herself to let... I heard that, Grayson. That's Grayson. Our own episode of Game Changer where Grayson's getting 40 cracks. Anyway, I would use the time to try to buy Renard time to get out, and I would, right before I got captured, right before they get super close,
Yeah.
I would turn to Stark and I would say, go, get out. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I will make sure the captain is safe.
But scoot on.
You two are having this discussion. The troops are kind of getting closer. Katrina's is like talking them down, like kind of like holding them at bay, going on elaborate spiels and like cutting deals, heavy quotes on that, you know what I mean? As Stark, you are 99% done running your algorithms in order to plot an escape room. As this is happening, Captain Renard, the strangest thing I mentioned within all of these ancient devices and screens with languages you've never even witnessed is laying on the medical bed a younger looking woman. Not human. Her frame is thin, slight, sharp. Reminds you of the elves. Her hair looks like it's almost moving on its own, shimmering in this orange, pinkish opalescence. Her eyes are closed, her breathing steady. Some form of tech has been embedded right below her right eye, which wanders up and onto her forehead. From this tech, you see soft, glowing blue lines trace all across her face and across her body entirely, forming strange patterns as they intersect. Her attire looks to serve a medical purpose, but it isn't some kind of gown or covering. It's not a traditional sort. It's very dark, torn fabric that stretches across her body, coalescing under these plates of cobalt and white, all with various lights that glow and flicker as they're processing something. She doesn't react when you step onto the platform. You get the sense that, firstly, she's been here a very, very long time. And the second thing that hits you is that this is what the Mars Division and Elias Noctimar were after. And you look around at, again, bizarre machinery attached to this individual.
I feel like his opinion of the artifact has now changed. And I think he would just, without understanding any of the technology around him, pick her up.
Incredible. Now, we have a choice. Do we think there's a consequence, or do you want to cash the plot point in to successfully pick her up? She is attached to all kinds of machinery that is beyond Captain Renard's understanding of how it operates.
I want to do one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
But I fear you have a plan. But I'm just going to throw it out there.
We'll roll with it.
I want his plot point to be that in touching her, his immediate thought is, I want the crew to be safe, but I need to save her.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, reality shifts. And both of his crewmates are out of the hands of Mars.
I like that idea. That's very fun. As you're reaching out to pick her up, when you make contact, this is going through your mind, and you do see these strange images flash through your mind, like memories that you haven't had, where things aren't quite as disastrous, or things are working out a little bit more in your favor. You got a little bit luckier with how you reached this point. You were cashing in your plot point, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You actually just pick her up and rip her out of the machinery. All the cabling and wires attached to her snap. They're just ancient. They're barely holding on. They were transmitting information for hundreds, thousands of years. Who knows, right? You see her eyes softly open as you're holding her. She looks around and blinks a couple times and looks at you. Her eyes, the irises hold galaxies that are swirling as she looks at you. She places a hand on your shoulder, giving you the impression that she wants to stand.
He'll help her do that.
Standing next to you, her hand still kind of on your shoulder, you feel this like link tied in with you wanting to change, hoping for the best for your crewmates that have ventured along with you. She holds up a hand outwards, and a wave of unreality ripples across the platform and extending outwards through the chamber. You're too close to the inner radius, Renard, to be affected, but you watch as bullets and objects and people all begin to slow down and are suspended in space and time itself. She looks at you unaffected. She looks at you who is unaffected by her ability and mouths something and says something in a very low hush tone that barely escapes her lungs, and you don't understand what she says.
Come again?
She her hair moving like it's underwater. Just very like, as her head shifts, her hair kind of hangs in that moment for a second. She looks at you and then reaches up, slowly touches both sides, or sorry, she's very tall, reaches downwards, slowly touching both sides of your face and just rests her forehead on yours, and then leans back again, revealing the galaxies that inhabit her irises, and her lips move, and you understand. I'm sorry. We don't have long. I heard your emotion. I heard what you wanted. My name is Prism. I must leave this place at once. It's becoming unsafe. But you can die here, if you wish.
I don't wish that at all.
Well, the only other option, and I'm sorry, is I'm leaving, but I can take you with me. I will no longer be held as a prisoner underneath this city.
He kind of like lost in the galaxies, nods his head very slowly, but with full conviction.
Nothing out there. And she points to your friends and the Mars division and Xeno and Zood and the massive construct. Nothing out there has stopped. We simply have been removed for the moment. You look around. She holds out her hand for you.
He'll go to grab it.
You take one last look around at your allies, frozen in time and space, as Prism whispers again, looking down at you. I'll do you this favor. I sense your intention and the intention of your friends. I can create multiple smaller spheres of influence outside of our own, each one suspended in its own reality. None can interact with each other, only observe. Your friends will have a chance to flee. It won't last long, but I feel they will understand. I'm sorry that it has to be that way.
He'll understand.
Are you ready?
I am.
Prism extends her free arm once again in the same fashion she did before, and you see the Mars division members blur slightly, fogging over almost. Difficult to see between one world and the next, it feels like. Hand in hand, you both turn your backs to everyone as Prism makes a large circle. Tracing the air is a glow that is left behind. A portal forms. Beyond it, a sea of swirling, shifting, stellar colors.
He will look back at his friends in a very 80s action type movie, kind of smiles and then whispers to them, Buzz, Buzz, I guess we found the queen. And he'll walk through the portal with her.
You step through the portal. There is a flash of light that erupts from the center of the platform. The rest of the crew, you're all in mid-combat, kind of dealing with the situation at hand, and you look back over your shoulder. In the blink of an eye, there's a massive flash of light, and then you look around. You spot Xeno and Zood frozen in time, and the machine, the Erequary, frozen. All the Mars Division members frozen around you. As you two are kind of still on this bridge, Stark behind you, Katrinza, as you're just kind of like slowly backing up as you were trying to talk your way out of it, but you two kind of spot everything suspended.
I'm going to assume that wasn't you.
No, it was not, but I believe we should leave because my analysis is complete.
Right. Looks like the captain bought us time after all. Well,
Indeed. Yeah, we can find them out there.
You two run up towards the central platform in order to take another bridge to escape. And where the flash of light had erupted, you no longer see Captain Renard or any other figures around. You heard the captain mutter something before the flash of light, but it was gone in an instant. You just have this feeling deep, deep in your hearts. But all of a sudden, reality wavers around you as you're standing on this center platform, and everything kind of feels like it collapses inwards and erupts in a bright light. This small portal forms of this shimmering prismatic colors, and a figure lands hard on the ground and rolls towards you as all the other figures around you are suspended in time. Grayson, would you like to describe who they see?
Not your fucking little guy.
They see a little Skittermander with the fur pattern of a crossfox. His eyes are fully black and he has beady eyes. He's also wearing a very similar crop jacket to our captain. Probably something in the crosshairs. He is fuzzy and he isn't wearing any pants. And he has 6 arms and 3 toes on his feet, and he's only 3 feet tall. But he's got sharp little teeth, and there's a kind of worried look on his face, but he looks like he's trying to smile through it.
Captain?
Who are you talking to?
Captain Renard? That was French. It's fine.
That's kind of close to my name. No one's ever called me a captain before, though.
Oh. Well, we were escaping. Do you wish to accompany us?
Do you need any help getting out?
Yes.
Do you know the way?
I don't, but I'm really useful. I can carry something.
Carry this umbrella.
Okay.
I thought you needed that to walk.
I have the wheel.
Cane. Okay, it's fine.
Hey, I'm Rono, by the way.
No.
You are?
Katrinza.
And you are?
I am Stark.
And you?
It's kind of weird. I feel like I've known you my whole life.
I don't feel that way. No, that
I
is not
also
mutual.
Do not
No,
feel
you're
that
a
way.
weird
I
little
won't
guy
bring
with
it up
6
again.
arms.
I promise.
I
If
mean,
could
it's
feel the
fine. It's
emotions.
just we just lost our captain. He went into I don't know. He's just gone, and now you're here wearing his jacket, but smaller.
Kinda. Yes. Like you've
And
become.
you might be
compact.
a reincarnation of our captain. It's hard to say. You're not the swap.
Oh, I
That's
can
not
try
a bad thing.
harder if you'd like. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
It-
We should really go though,
It
because
is fine. I do wish to leave.
yeah, those guys are
Okay.
not pleasant.
All right,
We get back
No,
to
no,
the
cool.
ship.
let's go then.
Stark, come here.
Yes,
Come here,
yes,
come here.
yes. Sorry.
Huddle.
Yes.
Group huddle.
Huddle.
Yes.
You see him kind of like wander up a little bit, like
This guy's not gonna be our captain, right? Like, we're definitely, like, we'll have somebody else be the captain, right?
I'm pretty sure it's between me and you, and we could probably vote.
Okay, do you vote for captain?
Do I get a vote?
Sure.
Okay.
If you... Yeah, how old are you? Can you vote?
I'm a grown-up.
Oh, apologies.
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't have my stomach worm anymore.
Oh,
That's terrible. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Stark's eyes kind of go orange in confusion. He's like, oh.
Let's go.
Let us move.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
You all walk by people frozen in these bubbles of time. You actually can't even interact with them. You kind of like ghosts, like holograms. You kind of just pass right through them. Everything within the ancient labs of the first ones has been suspended in time and space outside of you three. You all quietly walk back out to the entrance, your feet pitter-pattering with a small layer of water that has built up since you've entered. Night has fallen on Kandara's, the first and only night of their yearly festival to honor those who they have lost. They may have all been gone from this world, but they hold the city together, protecting it as those before them have. Standing in the damp lower streets of Kandara's, you look up and see what looks like a ocean of beautiful, shimmering stars in the night, but they're candles. Every tomb embedded in every wall has been decorated with candles, shine and glow, casting prismatic rainbows in all directions, a self-created nebula of shimmering colors that fill the air. The dead city has been brought to life once again. Here in the heart of Kandara's, you have witnessed what only few dream of seeing. Illuminated in the night, you begin your walk to the surface, back to the ship, and that's where we're going to end our Prelude session. Hey!
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Let's go.
I think over the years, of course, the Vulpine pirates definitely have their own adventures. Grayson, how do we think Rono begins, maybe even still working with the Vulpine pirates? I keep switching between them.
Vulpine.
I'm going to say Vulpine. How do we think Rono ends up on Absalom Station all these years later?
I feel like his departure was pretty quick. I feel like
It was contentious.
I don't think it was. I think the crew are full of nicer people, but I think the connection that Rono has immediately said, they can't fucking see me like this. And was like, we gotta get to work. And so he parted ways at like the first stop they made.
Which, Absalom Station. Being pirates, they would have docked near the underdocks, near the kind of seedy underbelly known as the spike of Absalom Station. Where Rono, you're witnessing, you're kind of trudging along, forging your own way, as you hear voices yelling, like some kind of fight is about to break out. You see a host of Knights of Galerion, who are the kind of authority figure, not only on Absalom, but within the Pact Worlds themselves. and you see they're surrounding one figure in particular. This figure has their hood is drawn up, and you see what looks like an ice forming a mask of a demonic face. Ice horns kind of go up from their head with large ice fangs that poke down, but the hood is up above everything else. Their skin is this kind of tealish color that you catch, but they're dressed in like a lot of various of just a variety of streetwear, like dark streetwear that's kind of been torn up and ragged. It looks like very patchwork. Again, that kind of sort of light bluish teal kind of look to the clothing itself. You see the knights surrounding this one figure, and you kind of get closer to see kind of what's going on as the rhyme demon waves their hand, creating a wall of ice, encapsulating the Knights of Galerion members, catching Rono in the blast. Caught, surrounded, you are encased in ice and frozen. Do you want to introduce your next? I'm joking. That's
three characters, one prelude.
Damn, dude, for real? Three sword style, three character style. Okay.
I feel like Rono's pod as he's getting encased in the ice is, he's gonna be so mad.
Yeah, for sure. Incredible. A little look at things to come. That's where we left off in Absalom Station and in the Spike. The Underdogs, of course, was the crew of the Nebi walking out to bodies encased in ice. One of those bodies, little Skittermander guy. See what happens there.
It's him just
Don't hurt me, please.
He was going to ask the demon if he needed any help. He seemed like he was in trouble.
Rhyme demon, but not RHYME. Yeah, friends. Hey, what a little prelude that we had here. A little bit of fun backstory, a little bit of the old bait and switch, you know. Wasn't actually Captain Renard that Grayson is really playing.
I immediately got a message from Beth that said, "Wait, you're playing a man."
I almost felt that way for a second. I was like, this is too...
Listen, Ben,
this
I'm the
feels too
artist,
much.
though.
I know, but
I was giving reference photos, and I was like, what is happening?
Oh, no wonder. I also would have been bamboozled. Like, you don't play
Sorry,
men.
it said, "Wait, you're not playing a weird little guy." It was actually verbatim what was said.
Of course, it's a weird little guy. We just had to...
Listen, I will have you know I play hot men in other campaigns. Thank you very much.
But exclusively off stream.
Uh-huh.
God, that was fun, though. Hopefully you guys had fun. I know preludes are a little railroady, right? But me and Grayson kind of talked it out what we'd like to see happen, and then I threw in a bunch of surprises like Zeno and Zood. I put it back on screen.
Well,
Xeno Zoo, just so you're very...
right when you
I
said,
love them.
listen, I didn't clock Reno, but as soon as you said bald guy in a suit, I was like, it's Reno and Rune.
Oh, I clocked it. At first, I was like, is this just like Kid? And I was
I
like...
don't even know who that is. Reno and...
One of Kai's biggest crushes in
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's that guy.
It is that guy.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay, but this one was very
unreasonably
much
odd.
missing a rat tail, okay?
Wait, who has a rat tail?
Reno.
Oh, he
Reno.
does.
The other one is bald.
What is your voice?
Listen, I don't know if he was maybe bald with a little, like, Padawan braid. It's Final Fantasy, as if that hair would be crazy for them.
No, you're right.
Let's
you're right.
be so for real right now.
You're right.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
You're right. So funny. I was giving I was giving Kai updates. Kai is like the only one that isn't involved in the VAS,
I know.
basically. So Kai got all my little story up, or not all of them, but my ideas for building out Kandara's. That was based on like the little paragraph blurb that they had about Kandara's, and I was like, oh, they're like, oh, it's a flooded city, like the kind of opalescent vibe. And then when I read that it drains, I was like, oh, that's the perfect place for like a heist ancient artifact hidden underneath the city that only drains once a year. Like that's,
That is very cool.
Yeah, too good to be true.
Yeah.
Super fun, super fun. I had something else to say and I simply forgot.
Was it about the artifact? Because that was a twist for me.
That was a twist for you.
Listen, that's Lilu.
Xeno and Zood and Artifact Lady. Because I was like, Artifact is boring. What if it was
not an artifact?
Not an artifact, but an ancient being that controls reality. And there we have it.
Seems like a fun time.
Yeah, and now, listen, Captain Renard just warped through different realities somewhere else. Somewhere
This
else.
is a really large, beautiful, ancient being.
Yeah, yeah. I'm picturing like maybe like 7.5 feet tall, probably.
Good for her.
Pretty large.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, friends. Geez, what a lovely time. Hey, we'll go. I need to update my bot, but we'll go around, and if you want to say, it was.
Grayson's just
cracking,
pulling
bro.
apart her body.
I heard that one. I was like, who is breaking their bones this late at night?
Grayson is actively disassembling. We need to wrap this up.
I gotta go to bed.
Somebody
Give him his wings.
Somebody get Grayson a wheel.
Oh, we gotta find out what's the epilogue for that guy.
Oh, hey, yeah. Why? I'll
Stark?
cut and paste this earlier. What do we think happens with Katrinza and Stark? Well, since we're on Stark, why don't we talk about Stark first? I mean, you guys can stay with the pirates, obviously. It's your crew, right? But up to you what you see the future for them being.
Ooh. I think he would stick with Katrina after everything. Like, only those two have kind of been through an experience they can't really talk about with other people. Of like, yeah, I remember the captain, and then
You got the wheel?
I got a wheel. No, I
Do
think
you
he
still
might
have that wheel? Have you upgraded the wheel?
It's now a shield, actually.
Oh, a wheel shield.
Wheel shield.
It's just on his back. It just spins.
That's
he just
cool.
like throws it.
Yeah, it's
Do
easy
you
to.
roll into a little ball sometimes and go down the hill?
We're working on that in the next update.
It's a unicycle.
Mhm.
I was going to say Samus. And just
I was
tuck
gonna
it
say
to a little
uses
ball.
it as like an ab wheel, but like you can
He
just
needs to. He need. You know. Abs
just
aren't made in
upgrade
the
abs.
kitchen. Just upgrade.
What about Katrinza?
I feel like, yeah, Katrinza would. She would stay with the Vulpine Pirates. She would probably be campaigning for captain after Bernard's
Posters are put up in the ship.
disappearance. Yeah,
Posters.
she would be like, I
God,
saved
been
the,
there.
I saved the day with the wheel, and I'm a pretty good captain. I'm good at talking. And
Well,
then
Yeah, sorry. No.
and
Sorry,
then
go.
I would hire the fish guy.
Oh, Stark takes her campaign photos. Like, you got to work the camera.
As the city starts reflooding, because it happens the next day, the city starts reflooding. There's actually like a aquatic person that goes around with like an air tube and collects the people that didn't. They're like, you're not supposed to be down here.
Are
Oh
they
my
like
God.
best friends or something?
Yeah.
'Cause I want their buddy cop movie.
They thought
Just
they're roommates.
Oh, they were roommates.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were roommates.
They're
I know what that means.
One does this really give them like a Tristan and Isolde, or Isolde, however you say it, dynamic where like they can only be together one day of the year?
Oh yeah. They meet up on that day to one of them picks up the
Yeah.
fish, and
Fish
then
and
they
the
do
one
the
picks up the
trade.
Yeah.
Here are your humans. Here are your
Yeah. This is
Terrible.
beautiful. This is beautiful. That's actually the story I want to
Wow.
follow instead.
Listen, he can't be on the ship.
No, I can't separate them.
They're a pair.
We
I
can't
think-
mess with true love.
Yeah, honestly. I think, well, you all have a good lead with the holotape, right, of Elias Noctmar, famed researcher. Not the first we've seen of Elias. During our Dream Station arc, Elias had,
Becca gets around.
dipped his toes. Listen, you're researching the first ones, you're going to end up in strange locations.
And now he has a baby. It's not such a baby.
Well, that was 20 odd years ago, right? So,
Well, I know, that's why not such a baby. Although I don't know their
Big
species.
baby.
I think he
Maybe
was
20 is still a baby.
I think he was canonically human. I think we might have said
Yeah, he's probably lost his worm.
Having a baby girl.
I don't
I could have
like
still had my worm.
That's what
Oh, it's
scares me. That's what
We
scares
opted
me the
for
most.
no worm.
Can't believe we have to get him dewormed.
You should all look up
Don't deworm me.
Skittermander
Do I want to?
Whelp. I think it's Skittermander Whelp, right? I think that's the something like that.
So I could keep talking. I just feed my belly.
Oh, ew! Oh, I don't
Skittermander?
like it. I don't like it. Ben, don't
How
look
do
it up.
we-
You won't like it. Ben, don't
How
look
do
it up.
we-
You won't
No!
like it. That's actually Grayson's real character is the worm.
We joked about the worm.
We did joke about the worms.
No, the Skittermander doesn't look too...
Yeah, but the worm is gross.
I didn't see the worm. Hold on. I need
Okay,
to...
that's a baby skitter. Be nice.
Skitterman...
They are
I
babies.
don't like it.
They are little babies.
I don't like the baby worm thing. Nope. That's a no
I don't
for
know
me.
what to Google to get...
And then you
Just
shed your
don't, Ben.
worm.
They do shed their worms.
Or some anomalies have you keep your worm.
I don't like it.
This is all in Starfinder.
And then you can use the
And-
worm. Yep.
Yeah, as a bite attack.
As a bite attack.
Ew! Here, Ben, I sent it to you.
Oh, God. Here
I don't like
live
it. I
live
don't.
Ben reaction.
Oh, no! Oh, my God! No! Why is it in its...
I told you
It's
you wouldn't
in
like
its
it.
guts! No!
Uh-huh.
It's like its little creepy umbilical cord.
Grayson!
When your umbilical cord bites back.
Ew!
See me after this
Or like-
episode, dude.
Or like
I...
umbilical cord, am I right?
Get out!
Okay, David Cronenberg, calm down.
I'm going to bed because I can't stand
Yeah.
what I just
handle whatever
saw
this is.
anymore. What?
Group huddle, everyone
Wow.
go to bed. Friends, geez.
Bring it in, bring it in.
Bring it in.
I'm bringing it out.
What a bring it out. What a session. What a little prelude. Setting the scene for what we might get into with the Rhyme Demon, the Knights of Glarion. We're into the Spike. We're into Arc 3. Not until the end of August, though. That's right. You have to wait till the end of August, and we'll be getting ready with Arc 3 in Starfinder 2nd Edition, baby. That's right. We remade balloons. We remade our characters.
Balloons.
For Starfinder 2E, which I'm stoked about, and I think we've got some fun dynamics, some little changes, but fun. I think a lot of fun changes are going to pop up with all of our characters, which would be cool. Hey, in I think reverse order, if you want to say where people can find you, what you're up to, all that good stuff, Ben.
That's me. I'm Ben. Hi. Hello. I'm mostly here on the Vast or on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ben Odinson, where I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth every
For Reno and Root.
for Reno and
For
Brood.
Zeno and Zood, thank you very much.
I mean Zeno and Zood. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got going on. We doing some co-working too, so if you need to, get stuff done, I'm here to help.
Cozy
That's
vibes.
all.
Cozy vibes. Hell yeah. Birth.
That's me. I'm here as a special guest. I'm just here especially often.
I'm gonna be the
I don't do much else. I hang out in Ben's chat and I draw things. Some things you'll see here. Some things you do see here. Finger guns.
I almost hit the wrong button. Unquabla.
End stream.
End stream. And Grayson.
Hi. I feel like you can find me making weird little guys, not only on stream, but also in real life. Come see my puppet show. Other than that, I no longer want to be on the internet except for in this cozy little place where I can play someone's umbilical cord.
So cozy. Hey, it's me, Justin. I'm here too.
Ben's rethinking our friendship, actually.
Hey,
I know what I'm doing tonight.
check out all of the other stuff happening on NoFame, like Silvistead, our Dire Odyssey D&D series run by Patrick, which we're out of Stucktown, baby, and things are getting weird again. Wyatt's friends that were presumed dead, no longer dead. We'll see where that goes. You can check out, I'm going to say Arc 1. I think we'll be back for Strange Encounters, our Pirateborg actual play series that was nonstop chaos. I just need a little break from running 3 podcasts. Just a little break before we get into a new arc of that. I want to do a good job of prepping the next module and everything like that. But yeah, and in the future, at some point, you'll catch myself and Ben playing co-investigators in a game run by Grayson. And that'll be out.
I was like, what?
We recorded a full campaign.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
It was a ton
I was
of
like,
fun.
are you guys doing a radio show? That's so cool.
Oh, they're the buddy cops with the water guy and the fish guy. That's them.
Yeah, I see the fish guy.
Check out our new podcast, Water Guy, Fish Guy.
That sounds like a Dr. Seuss.
You can check us out on Spotify.
Incredible.
Don't check us out on Spotify. Fuck Spotify. Check us out everywhere else.
True.
Is that it, friends? I think that's it. No one's online. So that's it, Bod? That's it now? Oh, you tired, are you? Go to sleep, sure.
Tired of this.
Go to bed, Adam.
My journal's
guys,
ready
group huddle,
for me to
group
bed.
huddle, group huddle, group
That's
huddle.
that's what it's ready.
What a delight, though, friends. Nice little fun prelude session with a couple surprises for everyone. I think we had a little laugh with it. That's it, boys. And we'll see you at the end of August. Otherwise, we're back with Silvistead next week, and so on and so forth. But we will see you soon, travelers. Goodbye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.